have went down to level 2. So these are just three separate buildings under the apartment. So now Blue Harbor has been again drilled down to level 3, in which there are these WBSs: living room, kitchen, patio, clubhouse, park, car parking, swimming pool. So these are your level
Mm.
3 WBS under Blue Harbor. So
Mm-hmm.
similar would be there under Indigo and Art House also.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, as I told you that for every small activity we cannot create a WBS. So after level 3, we have
Mm.
created activities which
Mm.
are replace carpet, replace kitchen platforms. So these are
Mm.
the activities.
So, say Blue Harbor has 100 apartments, right? So the
Okay.
third level WBS means there are 100 living rooms, 100 kitchens. Is that how this should
No,
be?
no. So
Oh,
as you told that Blue Harbor has 100 apartments, we'll create Blue Harbor 1. At level 3, we'll have Blue Harbor 1, Blue Harbor 2 till 100.
mm-hmm. Okay,
Then
okay.
under Blue Harbor one, we have will have living rooms. This living room is for each unit, each residence, or all the units in the Blue Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Mm-hmm.
as you told that there are 100 Blue Harbor units, 100 Blue Harbor buildings. So
Mm.
under that first building, there will be living room, kitchen for all the residential units inside the building.
Oh, okay, okay. So in this example, there is only one Blue Harbor.
Blue Harbor, correct. So while creating a project in SAP PS, we do not, we of course give names to the WBSs, but
Mm.
we identify these WBS with respect to certain IDs. We create certain short forms,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm.
Because finding these names would become difficult because people can do spelling mistakes or give extra space or they forget to give space, then it will become difficult for the system to identify the input in the screen layout, right? So
Mm.
we give certain IDs to these WBSs.
Mm.
We call it as coding mask. So we do that in configuration part, which we'll see in the system. If you'll see on the bottom left, a certain naming convention that we have given: R for residential projects, I for industrial, O for office, L for land and development projects. Okay,
Mm.
so for this project, say I have to give naming convention to second level WBS, that is Blue Harbor. So
Mm.
my naming ID would be R dash. We have four characters, right? So it will be BLUH at second level, then dash 001 because we just have single unit under Blue Harbor,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
We'll have these naming IDs. So for Blue Harbor, I'll have R dash VLUH dash 001.
Mm.
Okay. So as you told that there are 100 buildings, so that will go as 001, 002 up to
Mm.
100,
Mm. Okay.
right? So these will be my second level WBS naming ID. So I'll show you how do we create these IDs in the config. This ID has to be 24 character long based on SAP standard. So I'll tell you once we jump to config in the system. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, as you just saw that there are four type of activities. So we have to assign relationships to the activities. So again, there are four types of relationships to
Mm.
these activities. So first
Mm-hmm.
is finish to start relationship, and start to start relationship, and finish to finish, and start to finish. So we were into construction project. So there are two activities. First is say acquisition of land, and second is starting of construction. These are the two activities. So these two activities will have finish to start type of relationship. Like the once the first one is finished, then only the second one will start.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Once land acquisition is finished, then only you can start construction, right?
Right.
That cannot be start to start type of activity.
Mm.
That land acquisition is also going on and you are also starting
Mm.
the construction. So
Mm.
that will be SS relationship for these two. For SS type of relationship activities, okay, you have two activities, say construction of building and construction of clubhouse at a separate place. So these two would be S to S, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You can start construction of building at the same time, also clubhouse
Mm.
at the same time, because those are independent of each.
Mm-hmm.
So the relationship that we'll give to these two would be SS type of relationship. So this is basically used by the system to arrive at finish date of the project. So say you have created entire project structure in the system,
Mm.
okay? and you have given start date of the project and duration of the activities. So you have given start date of the project and duration of these activities. And once you click on schedule, the system will automatically give you all the finish dates of the WBS and activities and end date of the project
Okay.
based on the relationship that you have assigned to these activities. Okay.
Mhm. Now, are these at the activities level or the work WBS level? These relationships are at.
These only are for activities. You have created activities under WBS, right? So
Mm-hmm.
say you have one WBS and you have two activities under those. WBS construction of the project. Under that
Mm-hmm.
you have two activities, construction of building and construction of clubhouse. And you
Mm-hmm.
have S to S relationship. Okay. So the start date of the building is 1st Jan 2023, and you have given S2S relationship, right? So the start date of Clubhouse would be the same, correct?
Yeah.
Then you have given duration for construction of buildings, say 300 days, and for clubhouse, say 100 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, say you have given duration of 3 years for this building and 1 year for clubhouse. So, your finish date of building this activity, construction of building, would be 2025, right? March 2026, it would be based on today. Jan liya, so it would be Jan 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So these dates will roll up to the WBS automatically. So the
Mm-hmm.
start date of your activity would be your start date of the WBS, that is 1st Jan 2020. And the
Mm-hmm.
last date of either of these activities, the latest date, finish date, would be
Mm-hmm.
the last date of your WBS, finish
W.
date of your WBS.
Okay.
So this is where the relationship helps.
Mm-hmm.
S2S will help the system to identify
Mm-hmm.
that these are start to start type of relationship, right? So
Mm-hmm.
these can be parallelly started. If you'll give F2S type of relationship, then the construction of clubhouse will start after the building is completed.
Mm-hmm.
So your duration of this project will be 3 plus 1 years, 4 years it will, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
if you'll give S2S type of relationship, it will calculate 3 years only. That because these both are parallelly
Parallel.
working and right. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what the use of the relationship is.
And this cannot be done at the WBS level? Like, can you not set
No,
relationship? Okay.
no, it has to be done at activity level.
Okay.
Next is F relationship activities finish to finish. Okay, so let us take the same example, construction of building and clubhouse. So you
Mm-hmm.
have given finish to finish type of relationship. So these both have to finish at the same time, while
Mm-hmm.
they can start at different times. So
Mm-hmm.
I can start my construction of building on 1st Jan 2023 and clubhouse on 1st Jan 2024. But
Mm-hmm.
these activities have to finish on the same day, that is 1st Jan 2026. If you will give that relationship, your finish date of these both activities will match each other. So this is
Okay.
FF.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, we have SF relationship, that is start to finish. So these
So
are
here,
four types.
so here the first activity can only start when, or they have to, this one, the start date of the first one and the end date of the second one has to be the same.
Correct, correct.
Okay, so this is the opposite of the FS. Okay, got it.
Any questions?
Nope, this is good.
So again, we have project flow. As we discussed in the previous slides, we first create project structure, then we do cost planning of the project, then we send this cost plan to the management for approval of budget. Okay, then we release budget, we release the project for team and FI team to consume the budget and start execution of the project. Okay, then parallelly we create AUCs also, asset under construction, to
Mm-hmm.
which we have to settle the cost that is consumed on the WBS.
Mm-hmm.
Then commitments and actual cost are booked on the WBS. Then we do final settlement. So this is the process, right? So under
Mm-hmm.
each tab, there is the activity which we do. So first we create project, then we do date planning and cost planning, right? Of all these WBSs. Then we do project controlling by creating this project structure and doing date planning and cost planning. So under cost planning, we calculate what would be the cost required for construction.
Mm.
Then under budgeting, there are four types of budget. First, I told you that is overall and annual. Then under that we have four types. That is detailed budgeting, then budget supplement, budget return, and budget release.
Mm.
So detailed budgeting is your annual budgeting, wherein you will be, if 100 you will be getting 33 crores in three of the years. Okay.
Mm. Mhm.
Say in the first year, your budget is 33 crores and you are on time you are running before time on the project, and you have completed your work in 10 months itself, and you want to start the activities of the second year. Okay. And you are out of funds because you have completed the first year's target.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
So what you'll do now, you'll take supplement, budget supplement from the management. You'll send a request that so and so activities are completed in the first year. Please issue supplement for the second year to start the activity. So this is what we call budget supplement.
Mhm.
There is a
Mm.
T code, separate T code to request additional budget.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
Mm.
say in the first year your budget was 33 crores, and you have managed to complete all the activities in the first year with 30 crores only. So the
Mm.
additional 3 crores is what you will return to the management, that the savings you have done.
Mm.
So that's called budget return. Okay. Next is budget release. Once you receive the budget from the management, you release it through a T code for team and FI team to use it. So
Mm.
once you
Mm.
receive the budget, you if you haven't released it, these people won't be able to use the budget. You have
Mm.
to release through a T code
Okay.
for them to use it.
Now, at what level are the budgets at? Is it at the WBS or at the project level or
So these budgets are at WBS level.
WBS level? Okay.
As many WBS you will create, they'll all have budget for every level.
Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
In industry, people generally prefer to go to sixth or seventh level of the WBS.
Mm.
We can actually create WBSs up to 99th level in the system, but
Mm.
people usually go up to sixth to seventh level in the industry, because
Mm.
going to such minute level is not possible. So they track everything from sixth or seventh level.
And it is
See,
the
while we
project manager that divides the budget among to the different WBS levels.
No, see, project manager is only for the approval. So there is
Mm-hmm.
one site execution team, say Lodha, India, and in Delhi, there is a project. So there
Mm.
is one project system consultant under this manager working, who has
Okay.
created the project, who has
Mm.
requested the funds to the
Mm.
manager. So he'll
Mm.
just approve that
Mm-hmm.
based on the calculations that submitted. So
Oh,
there
okay,
is.
okay. Initial, when you create the WBS itself, you know the amount that it will take, and that's what is
Yeah, we
released.
have done cost planning. We have done cost planning, right?
Got it, got it.
In
Okay,
it,
okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is sent for approval. Then it gets. Then the budget is allotted based on the cost plan that you have submitted.
Oh, got it. Mm-hmm.
So after the budget is released, we create AUC for settlement, right? As I told you,
Mm-hmm.
AUCs and then commitment and actual cost. So PR for consuming the budget on WBS, team creates purchase requisitions, that there is requirement of 1,000 cement bags on site. So they'll create purchase requisition for a
Mm-hmm.
specific vendor, say JSW Cement. Then once that PR is approved, they'll create purchase order, that they have agreed for this quantity and this rate. Once PO is created and the material is received on site, they'll issue goods receipt note in the system. Once that is done, they'll issue the goods. They'll issue the cement to the resources on site to start the construction activity. So these four things are part of team's work. So this is just the flow which is integrated with PS and is shown in this. Next
Mm-hmm.
is final asset, final settlement from AUC to fixed asset. So once the cost is booked on WBS completely, You will settle it to AUC, then from AUC to fixed asset. Okay. From AUC to fixed asset is done by FI team.
Mm.
They create fixed asset in the system where this cost is settled. So see, there is in the diamond at the bottom, module name is written.
Is IM inventory management or what is IM?
IM is investment management.
Oh,
That
investment.
is a separate, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This
Hmm.
is a separate module.
Okay.
So these activities are to be performed by FICO team of settlement from AUC to fixed asset under construction.
Okay.
This is not a module. This is just activity of
Mm.
creation of AUC.
Okay. Okay.